Hong Kong tech stocks, okay? A lot of people ask me, okay, it is time to accumulate these Hong Kong tech stocks, okay? I receive this inquiry almost every week and sometimes every day. Hey, is it time to accumulate? Is it time to buy? Okay. So for your informations, okay, Alibaba, Tencent, JD, the first three company, they are fundamental good company. That means the company are making money and they are earning money. All right. And then we have Meituan and Kuaishou growth company. All right. Currently their revenue are increasing, but they are not making money yet. Okay, they are not making money yet. But I can share with you how I analyze this their stock chart. Okay, because what I did is that I using price actions. Okay, and then to analyze what is the so-called best price to enter. Okay, and then what is the best price to exit lah. Okay, based on technical analysis using price actions. All right. So Alibaba, okay, we take a look Alibaba first. Now, for your information, Alibaba actually listed in Hong Kong as well as in the US market. So depending on which currency that you want to invest in, okay? Because common question people will ask me is that, hey, which one should I invest? The Hong Kong one or the US one? So that would depends on your what we call that objective. Okay, the currency, the first one. You want to keep US dollar or you want to keep Hong Kong dollar, or if you already have US dollar, okay, then you don't want to convert to Hong Kong D, then you can invest in the US listed, okay, Alibaba. And then the second thing is that the lot size also different. Okay, the lot size, minimum lot size for US market, minimum is only 1 share. But however, in Hong Kong market, Alibaba, the minimum lot size is 100 share. So that's make the difference. Okay, so that means you have to fork out more money to buy Alibaba that is listed in the Hong Kong market. Okay, so we take a look at the chart first. All right, so this is today closing. You can see that today closing, the price gap up. Okay, the price gap up. All right, so this is show some good sign, but however, overall, the chart still downtrend. Okay, so we can measure. Okay, from price at the peak around 307 Hong Kong dollars. Okay, and then the lowest was 132 Hong Kong dollars. Right, that was the lower. So 307 compared with 132. All right, the drawdown was around 57%. All right, so is this an opportunity? All right, the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes, definitely. But the key question that most people ask is that, will Alibaba still drop or not? Okay, when should I accumulate? So that's the key question that most of the people ask. Okay, so this is the key question. So if you look at the previous price, right, for Hong Kong listed market, okay, the previous low was 168. Okay, 168. That was around 2020. Okay, 2020 February. All right. So the price, the lowest was 132. So that means it's actually break below the previous year's low. All right. And then 57%. And then based on the today price, okay, we have this bullish candlesticks. Okay, the price actually gap up. Okay. However, if you do the measurement, so this is what I mean. Alibaba is still considered a downtrending stocks, and this is a downtrending line that I have drawn. So basically, I connect the previous high. Okay, this is one point, and then the other point. So I'm trying to use the price actions to measure, to predict, okay, or to forecast when will be the resistance, for example. Okay. So when the price hit the line, okay, probably that would be the resistance. Okay, so right now we still have some spaces. Okay, we still have some spaces around 11% in the event if the price continue to go up. Okay, so this is a key level that you have to take note. All right, if you are using price actions. Okay, if you are using price action. However, for investment, okay, everyone is unique. Okay, you have to understand that today, okay, what I'm going to share with you is about price action. So price actions, okay, the time frame, it can be short term to mid term. Okay, short term to mid term. It could be intraday, it could be weekly, it could be one day, okay, it could be 1 month, that kind of the time frame. However, like what I mentioned, everyone is unique. So you have to decide, okay, what kind of the investor that you want to be. Okay, you want to be a short-term investor, you want to be a mid-term investor, or you want to be a long-term investor. Because you have to be clear first before you can invest. Reason is because that most of the people, they are not clear. They just want to go to the stock market to make money. All right, that is most of the retail investor. 90% of the retail investor, they will think that way. So that's why most of them are losing money. So for me, as an investor and traders, all right, what I think first, okay, in terms of the stock market, is to consider the risk first. Okay, take the risk first, the money later. So what do I mean by that? So before I enter, I have to calculate how much risk that I can stomach. Okay, so like for layman term, okay, before I buy, maybe I can set, okay, maybe 1,000 is my budget. If the price drop, okay, so that means if the losses is 1,000, then I will just cut the losses and then go away and look for another stock. So that's how I currently doing. Okay, so that's why I have decided for myself. Okay, I would like to be a mid-term, okay, investor. So some people, okay, when they ask me, okay, can we accumulate Alibaba? So first of all, I will ask them what type of the investor you want to be. Okay, so how you want to invest. Okay, what is your objective, so that we can advise properly. All right, because you are not me. So I do not know how much money you have also. Okay, some people, they have holding power. All right, so at the end of the day, if you are talking about long term, okay, then long term, okay, you basically, if you look at the chart, all right, and then you do the measurement like what I mentioned, all right. So the 57%. So if you are the long-term investor, okay, 57%, you have to ask yourself, will the price go down further? So if the current price is a reasonable price, then from there you decide, is it the right time to enter? However, usually what I would advise that when you enter, especially when the stock are still downtrending, if you are trying to catch the bottoms, try not to go in 100%. All right, so you go in at stages, okay, or progressively, what I call. All right, because we do not know if the price will go down further or not. But however, my view is that, okay, 57% from the peak to the bottoms right now, I feel that the price is reasonable already. Because why? Based on my views, is that if a fundamental good company that dropped 50%, okay, it's basically a 50% discount. All right. So if you use a simple mathematical calculations, okay, 50% discount, all right, and then you go in the stages, okay, slowly, I think that should be okay. However, you have to understand that if you buy for long term, then you must have money to hold, all right? And you also have to think about how long will these stocks going to recover. It could be 2 years, it could be 3 years, it could be 4 years or 5 years. So you have to factor in this number of years, okay, to be covered, so that you are prepared, so that you can sleep well. That's the most important thing, all right, if you are for a long-term investor. Okay, so that's for a long-term investor. So if you ask me, okay, can accumulate or not, I believe at these stages, you can accumulate if you are a long-term investor. But however, you have to prepare to hold for a certain period, like what I mentioned, can be 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years. If this okay, this criteria okay, then you just go ahead. All right. So that's my view lah. Okay. So for me, usually I don't buy downtrending stocks. Okay. And if talking about short selling, okay, short selling, I did short selling as well for the downtrending stock, but however, not for Hong Kong market. Reason is because that the interest is quite high for Hong Kong stocks in CFD. Okay, so if I using CFD to short the Hong Kong market for a midterm, the interest is pretty high lah. It's around 8%. Per annum basis. So I would rather choose uptrending stocks in the US market instead of short selling Hong Kong market. That's what I mean. Okay. So that's all about this Alibaba. So let me see let me draw some line. All right. So if you look at the trend line, basically there are two mini trend line. One of them is a mini trend line, which is this one. Okay. And then the other one is a major trend line, okay, major trend line, which is this one. So if you look at the mini trend line, okay, so currently the price actually today, for example, the today price closed at slightly higher than the trend line, and then the buyer are coming in. Okay, these are the buyer. Okay, because if you look at the candlestick, all right, the candlestick is considered a bullish candlesticks. Okay, bullish candlestick. And the previous day also a bullish candlesticks. Okay, and today we also noticed that the volume are increasing. All right, if you look at the volume, if you compare with the previous day volume, all right, the today buyer are very strong. Hopefully that the bottom is near. Okay, for these Alibaba stocks. So that is my view for these Alibaba stocks. Okay. So another one, we have Tencent, okay, which is quite popular, all right? So Tencent, from the peak, the price was around 773, okay? If you compare with the recent low of 412, so the drawdown was around 46%, okay, 46%. So since then, the price, okay, recover, all right? So until 552, then the price start to drop back again. So we have this resistance somewhere around here. Right. So if you look at this resistance, which is quite strong, okay. So for the trend to be continue upward, all right. So if you look at this Tencent, okay, I zoom in, okay. If you look at the Tencent, so basically Tencent, the buyer show more interest here in Tencent, okay. So they are trying to push up the price, but previously the price fell and then the price dropped back, okay. And this time the price is pushed up again. But however, if you look at the candlestick, they close at the lower price. Okay, so that means there are chances, I believe, the price will continue to upward unless, okay, if the price can actually break above the resistance, which is a 525. Okay, so 525. Hopefully, the price will be, something like that. Okay. So in the event that you want to try to catch the bottom, probably this should be the somewhere around here. All right. So somewhere around here. If you wish to catch the bottom, if you miss out this part, do remember that no one can catch at the bottom. So if you can catch at the bottom, that means you are considered lucky already. All right. But however, I can share with you my experience that most of the investors, especially the retail investor, they want to catch exactly the bottom. All right. But to be honest, it's pretty hard for you to do that. So if you have that kind of mindset, all right, most of the time I have seen some, based on my experience, that they will miss the boat. Okay, reason is because that they will always tell me, hey, this one miss out already. Okay, 424 miss out already. Okay, I wait again. All right. So the price went up. Yeah, they say too high already. Wait lah. Okay, so they pull back. Okay, you can see that when they pull back, they don't pull to 424 anymore. Okay, when the price pull back, they don't pull back to the previous low anymore. So that is why most of the people, they will always compare with the previous low. Okay, and that is why most of the retail investors never buy, because the price never dropped to the previous low. Okay, so that's why they miss out the opportunity. And again, like what I mentioned, if you are long-term investor, you can accumulate slowly lah. Okay, accumulate slowly already. So I believe now is the right time. I believe the bottom is near already. Okay, reason is because that the price started to drop. You can see in February until recently, right? This part is very volatile in August. So at least the price has been stabilized. Okay, at least the price has been stabilized during this period. That means they don't. The price does not have the lower low. Okay, if you look at the price, right? Okay. So if you look at the recent, I would say recent bottom as compared to the previous bottom. So the recent bottom one is actually higher than the previous low. So this means that those people who bought here at the lowest, I believe they are holding on. They are not selling anymore. Okay, they are not selling anymore, and then they hope that the price will continue to move upwards. Okay, however, if let's say the price we do not know, nothing is 100%. Okay, drop. Okay, then the trend could be changed to a downtrend again. So currently they are trading in a sideways. Okay, what we hope is that the price will be continue and break above 525. You can write down this 525. All right.